What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
UFC on Fox. Last event, the UFC will have where Fox, I believe the main event will be on Fox. They may have some of the prelims, I think, for the next pay-per-view, but their contract with Fox is coming to an end. This is the last main event that will be on Fox, and it was headlined by Iaquinta and Kevin Lee for a rematch. They first fought many moons ago when they were both younger men. I want to say maybe Kevin Lee's first fight in the UFC. Iaquinta won. I think it was a decision in their first fight. This one went to a decision as well. And their first fight, 3-round fight. This one, a 5-round fight. Iaquinta coming off, I believe his last fight was the last-minute replacement to fight Nurmagomedov. It was. And he went all 5 rounds, which is something. I mean, generally, a lot of Nurmagomedov's fights go to decisions, unless he's able to get a submission on you. But if you can survive, a lot of people are able to survive. But not a lot of people. Everybody loses to Nurmagomedov. But Iaquinta, I thought he was going to win. I was hoping more than I actually thought. I thought that Kevin Lee had been improving quite a bit. Up-and-comer, highly ranked. Iaquinta kind of was away from the UFC a little bit, had some problems with the UFC, negotiation problems, some bonus problems. He went into kind of real estate, kind of stepped away for a bit. But I think last year he fought a bunch, and of course filling in last minute. And now with the win over Kevin Lee, which I thought was a great win. I thought he definitely won. He was was able. I mean, Kevin Lee's best moments were when he was able to take Al down, but wasn't able to do much with it. He wasn't able to land that much punishment. He was definitely hurting Al with the jab, but it wasn't enough. Al was able to do far more, hurt Kevin Lee far more. Maybe a less mature Iaquinta would have rushed in and potentially gotten caught a few times where he had Kevin Lee staggered, but he kept his composure and just ended up going all 5 rounds. I thought was a clear, easy decision for Al. Kevin Lee was highly confused when it happened, although he had been getting kicked and punched a lot throughout the fight. But I would love to see Al fight anybody. I would not mind seeing a rematch with him and Nurmagomedov, even though, I would love to see him get a full training camp for him instead of a week's notice or a day's notice. It was like a day. It was so short notice when he fought him. To go from a 3-round to a 5-round championship fight. I would love to see him fight anybody. I'm a huge fan. I still think Kevin Lee's going to destroy most of the people. He's going to be one of those top 5 guys that's just going to be in the mix. It's a crazy division at lightweight anyway. So, settle in and start fighting some more. But he's still young, so it's not like the end of his career that he lost to Al. Whether they fight again, I don't know. Maybe. If Al wins the belt and Kevin Lee wins a couple more times, I guess you could see a third fight between them, even though, they were both close fights. They both went to a decision. I don't think the second one was necessarily that close, but, judging and scoring is all crazy. Edson Barboza beating Dan Hooker, which was just a crazy. Dan Hooker has chin I don't know if it's still going to be there after this, but his chin kept him in that. His heart kept him in that. He really had not a whole lot for Barboza. Barboza just destroying him with the body shots. Thankfully, he was able to finish it late in the third or midway through the 3rd round. Rob Font beat Sergio Pettis in a decision. It was an okay fight. It was, I don't know, Sergio not ready. He's still young though. So good win for Rob Font. Jim Miller, quick loss. Charles Oliveira got him down and was able to get the rear naked choke just pretty quick in that first round. Pretty dominant too. I'm happy that Jim Miller didn't take a lot of punishment. because he has been in the game for a long time, and he was just a submission. But so I could see Jim coming back for another fight because at least he didn't get flatlined. It's usually the guys when they start getting flatlined where it's like, okay, do you really need to be taking that damage still? But as far as Jim Miller, I would not mind seeing him fight. He could be a Fight Pass hero for a while. He's still got, I think has one of the most fights in the UFC. He's one of those guys. So sad to lose him but sad to see him lose. But Charles Oliveira, who broke, I guess he got 12 submission finishes now, which he had the previous record with 11. So I'm interested. Again, lightweight. What are we going to do here? Charles Oliveira versus Kevin Lee. Throw that together. I could see them doing that. We'll see. And then some of the earlier fights, I didn't watch necessarily all of them. But it was fun. It was my birthday. So I talked about earlier in the week, I had gone to see Christmas Vacation, smoked a bunch of weed, went and saw Christmas Vacation. After that, went to the grocery store to get my food that I was going to binge on while watching the fights. I knew I was missing the early Fight Pass prelims. I came in halfway through the prelims and then watched the fights, and it was a really great day. I really enjoyed my day. I'm really glad it ended with Iaquinta winning. That was a great win. Just great fights overall. Just an overall great day, which I needed. This month has been filled with a lot of drama for me personally, and then just this time of year anyway is very stressful for me. Emotionally stressful for me. So having a good day on my birthday felt really good, and it capped off with these fights. And then I watched some older fights on Fight Pass. But there's no more fights. There's a week off, thankfully. For me, I can actually work and not have to worry about missing fights. There's no fight. There's going to be a UFC, I think it's 232 coming up. 232, Jones versus Gustafsson. Well, I'll make picks for that next Thursday. Since there's no fights this weekend, I'm not going to make picks for that yet. Just be way too early. So I'll do that next weekend. But that's the last one of the year will be the 232. So I'm definitely looking forward to the card. There's no real news going on UFC-wise. Be interested to see. There's supposed to be some kind of announcement coming on December 29th, 232. So they're going to have probably some kind of press conference. Speculation they might announce the new weight class, 165, which seems almost inevitable, even though they're denying it. But they deny everything. It's just they're just not ready to announce it. That's the only thing their denial means is that they're not ready to officially announce. They did that with all the female weight divisions that they've announced. And then it just makes sense to get rid of 170 and just go 165, go 155, 165, 185. I'm totally cool with that. And it's just they're the company. They can make these changes. It's not like it's not like they can move slowly. They can move fast if they want. But we'll see. That'd be awesome if they do. And I could see Ben Askren. I want to see Ben Askren. I enjoy him on listening to his interviews, and I want to. I've never watched him fight, but I've heard good things, and I want to see him tear some shit up in the weight division, even if he is boring to watch. Hopefully, as long as he doesn't just lay on people, Johnny Hendricks, don't fight like Johnny Hendricks. Post USADA. That's it for this episode. New episodes of this show come out every day. Subscribe everywhere podcasts are found. If you want to binge the full week, do it over at patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. Become a member and get a bunch of benefits. InspiredDisorder.com for all of my artwork and t-shirts. Save 50% through the end of the year using coupon code THANKS and the number 18, thanks 18 for 50% off. At Ray Taylor for me, everywhere online. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out!